Hello Internet, Mike Bertolini here, and this is the second video in character creation for Cyberpunk Red. In the last video, I covered the Street Rats and Edge Runner methods of character creation because they are so similar. Well, this video is for utilizing the complete package. Now, I made an error in the previous video when I said that Cyberpunk 2020 was the start of the role-playing game. I neglected to mention Cyberpunk 2013. This iteration takes place in 2045 and consider this if you have a problem with the timeline, an alternate reality that branched off from our own in 1989 and 1990. But this is not about playing Cyberpunk Red or a breakdown of the Cyberpunk world. It's about fleshing out a character for using in Cyberpunk Red. Mr. Lawrence Montague Cranston. You might be wondering to yourself, what happened to Sam? Is Sam alright? Sam is fine. He was the sample character for the first video, and Lawrence is the sample character for the second video. Simple as that. This will happen from time to time when multiple videos for the same game are going to be made. Anyway, let's jump into character creation using the complete package method for Cyberpunk Red. It's a shorter method than using either of the previous methods, but it is more customizable. Step 1. Pick a role. Lawrence is no doctor like Sam. He's too wealthy to be a medtech. So Lawrence is an exec. His role ability for being an exec is teamwork. If you want a further breakdown of all the roles and their abilities, including being more and more specific, leave a comment below and let me know. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. Step number 2, run my life path. While these can be just as easily chosen, I rolled on each table to get these results. Either a 1d10 or 1d6 as appropriate, which I'm paraphrasing. Lawrence is North African and speaks French. He is sneaky and deceptive. He dresses bohemian, and his hair is striped. He is never without his spiked gloves. While he values honesty, he thinks of every person as a valuable individual. Above all, he values his sister and a piece of jewelry of hers that he always keeps with him. He grew up in a world of corporate execs, surrounded by wealth and excess. He lived in a safe corporate zone, walled off from the wider world. But his family was exiled from their lavish lifestyle. He only has one real friend outside of his family, and has developed an attitude of pretending to be violent when he doesn't really pose a threat. His ultimate goal, despite his family's reputation, is to return to the world he once knew. At the moment, he works in the field of robotics as he slowly climbs the corporate ladder, impressing his bosses with his work and acquisition. The corporation, which only operates in Night City, is decent. It occasionally does evil and unethical things, but those are rare. A rival corporation, there are many in the industry, wants to destroy the corporation that Lawrence works for. But there are internal threats. His boss seems threatened by Lawrence's rise and, if pushed, is prepared to attack. Step 3. Choose your stats. In a complete package, there are no general stats for characters. Players start out with 62 points that they can use to buy stats. If the GM is confident, then they can increase this number to either 75 points or 80 points, making their characters more heroic. For this, you can see the core rulebook. The easiest way to do this is to put 6 points in each stat, leaving 2 left, and rearrange them from there. So, Lawrence has int 8, Reef 6, Dex 6, Tech 4, Cool 7, Will 6, Luck 7, Move 6, Body 5, and EMP 7. Step 4. Calculate my derived statistics. This is just like other methods of character creation, where you determine your HP and humanity. HP is equal to 10 plus 5 times the average of body and will, rounded up. While humanity is equal to 10 times EMP. So for Lawrence, HP equals 40, so he's seriously injured when he drops to 20. And humanity reaches 70. Dropping below 0 results in, relatively speaking, character death. Dropping humanity can also result in EMP loss. If Lawrence's humanity was to drop to 65, then he'd only have 6 EMP. A drop to 59, and a drop to 5 EMP, and so on. Step number 5. Set my skills. For the complete package, you start off with 86 skill points, which can be divided into the skills however you wish. No skill can have fewer than 2 points or more than 6 points. Some are required, which must each have at least 2 points. On Roll20, those skills are all in bold. These are athletics, brawling, concentration, conversation, education, evasion, first aid, human perception, language, street slang, local expert, your home, perception, persuasion, and stealth. So that means 40 points can be spent anywhere else, including those required skills so long as none exceed 6 points. While I set these, here's a word from the sponsor. Pro Kibble. Are you tired? Are you stressed? Have you been spending long days in Night City? You should try Pro Kibble. It's scientifically designed to rebuild the molecular fibers of your muscles stronger, faster, and better. 12 creatic amino acids. And it's delicious. You won't be the wimp anymore with Pro Kibble. Pro Kibble, a treat to eat. Whew. Alright. Now it's time to buy my stuff. In the complete package, you get 2,550 EB to spend on anything, plus 800 EB to spend specifically on fashion. In the Cyberpunk universe, style is everything. I'm not going to bore you with the details of shopping, but here are a few things to know. Players who aren't execs start out living in a cargo container free for 1 month before they have to start paying rent, either remaining where they are, moving somewhere nicer, or somewhere worse, depending on their finances. Execs like Lawrence start out living somewhere nice, free for the first month before they have to start paying rent. If rent isn't paid by the first of the month, the character is kicked out. But let's say that you can't afford everything that you want. Characters can sell themselves for some quick cash. But that has its own drawbacks, which you can read about in the core rulebook. So at this point, you're basically done. You can create a character for Cyberpunk Red, though I highly recommend new players utilize either Street Rats or Edge Runners until they're comfortable with the character creation process. Maybe make a couple characters yourself just to get the feel of the complete package. So please subscribe and hit that like button, and be sure to leave a comment below. During the month of September 2021, all subscribers that leave a comment on a video released this month will be entered to win a PDF version of the SCP role-playing game coming out later this year from M Presents. You can enter multiple times by commenting on multiple videos released this month. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.